Welcome back to another episode of ENC Wrestling Ethernet Community Wrestling, United Through Wrestling every Thursday, except for last Thursday, here on Twitch. Usually uploaded relatively soon onto YouTube. Um, yeah, so today we got a different setup. Just kind of doing it a little differently this week, just because last week everything happening, everybody kind of took the week off from streams and all that kind of stuff. So, yeah, so I decided to follow suit, take a week off, respect everything that was happening in the world, and just take a little breather. So we are currently streaming live on Twitch, just double checking the dashboard and all that kind of stuff, making sure that we're actually live. I apologize for the way everything looks today. I also apologize for the shaky cam a little bit here. I'm turning off all of my data and all that kind of stuff. Yeah, we officially, according to Twitch, are live and have been live for 1 minute and 38 seconds. So, this is what's happening today. An entire 2-hour stream all the way through, 2 hours. Every single person in every division will have a chance to battle here today, whether that be in a 10-minute Iron Man match, in a stamina match, hello, 3 stocks, casual, 1 stock. We're doing everything today. Some of it is going to be fatal 4-ways, fatal 5-ways, potentially 4-way tag team matches. We're going crazy here today, everybody. And right now, we are going to start with a very interesting tag team match. These guys, these 4 groups have not exactly shown very much potential in the tag team division. Nonetheless, they are not the lowest ranked competitors. That is Meta Knight and Kirby, Simon and Richard, and then Bowser and Bowser Jr., and then the final team is going to be, let me see here, Peach and Rosalina. This is going to just be a pretty stacked tag team match. We're going to do 3 stocks. Hello again. You're going to see my beautiful silhouette every once in a while. And let's get this show on the road. I see that I am having some issues buffering, but nonetheless, we're going to power through. First team up, Kirby and Meta Knight. I wish I knew if people could actually hear this guy yelling stuff, because if he could, I would just have him announce everybody. Getting a little better at knowing where everybody is. Not perfect yet, but we're getting there. And with that, we are set for our very first match of the night, a 4-way, 3-stock tag team division match between 4 of the not exactly the best records, but nonetheless, these four teams really needed a chance to shine, and we're gonna get kicking. So as we heard a second ago, just going to refresh who's all in this. We have the team of Kirby and Meta Knight with a combined score of -4. Peach and Rosalina with a -8. Simon Richer also with a -4, and Bowser Jr. with a -5. Negatives don't necessarily mean that these teams are bad. It might just mean that one person is a weak link in the team. I feel like the noise is really loud. I'm gonna have to hopefully get a hold of the person that's supposed to be watching this to kind of help me out. Let's contact them quick and see what is happening. And with that, Bowser Jr. is out. So is Richer. No chance to steal stock. Both partners are down to 1 stock. Simon and Richer, the first team out. Meta Knight also out. Kirby, Bowser Jr., the two representing their teams. Peach and Rosalina still in this as a collective unit. Whoa, that was definitely interesting. Kirby helped out take Bowser Jr., but in the end could not stack up to Peach and Rosalina. Peach and Rosalina, I believe, getting their very first win in the tag team division. Now this is going to be interesting. Kirby with a +4, Meta Knight with a -2, Richer with 0, or Simon with Richer, Simon with 0, Richer with -2, Bowser Jr. with 0, Bowser with a -3, Peach with a +5, that is huge, and Rosalina taking them down too. You gotta pull your weight in these tag team division matches. Now that we have our very first team match, we are going to be going down to the lightweight division with our very first 4-way match of the night. We are going to have some familiar faces. We are going to have Isabel, taking on Lemmy, Olimar, and Pichu. let's get this started. Now, these four do have okay records. Isabel with a 4, Lemmy with one just above 50 or 500 record. Alamar doing very well. Alamar is currently the one with the most points out of these four with 12. Pichu with 5, very respectable. So Isabel and Pichu, if they could get a win here, get something pretty good in the plus or minus record, and giving Alamar some negatives, could definitely bump down Alamar a couple pegs from his 12. But if Alamar does win and has a successful plus or minus score, he will most definitely be securing himself a pretty good shot, despite despite being pretty far away from our June pay-per-view. Could be potentially securing himself that spot against Larry. Sunday the 28th is our next pay-per-view. The name is coming today. Still deciding on a name or title for that pay-per-view. Just trying to make sure that we get something good, something sick. Everybody but Isabel down a stock so far. Isabel doing pretty well, holding up. Oh, Lemmy down to 1 stock. Alamar and Pichu at 1. Alamar and Pichu at 2. Isabel now at 2. Alamar down to 1 stock. Pichu getting pretty high percentage-wise on that second stock. Isabel still pretty low with her second stock. Lemmy, the first one out in this match, not faring as well as Larry, the current lightweight champion. Alamar now taken out. Hopefully Alamar with that loss can do something with a plus or minus record to secure him, or to hold on to that number 1 contendership position. These matches that Alamar is going to be in, and everybody else in contention are going to be and always will be very crucial to make sure that Isabel with the win there, probably going to have a pretty high percent or plus or minus record. 4. Isabel with a 4. Lemmy with a -3. Alamar saving his butt there, holding on to 1, a +1, and Pichu with a -2. Not too shabby. We're now going to head to the middleweight division, and we have a couple people tied in 4th place in the top 10 in the middleweight division. 4 people, to be exact. Wasn't exactly ready to do another 4-way just yet, but we're going to go ahead and do that one right now. All tied with 7 points, all tied in 4th place in the top 10. First, we have Zelda. Second is Robin. Third is Falco. And And fourth is Greninja. I apologize if you can hear my phone ringing. Oh. Thought I had turned notifications off on my phone, and I did. I don't know why I still got that call, but oh well. Zelda, the only one, now Falco, and Robin, just kidding. Greninja, the only one with 3 stocks, could potentially be going down a stock real quick here. Everybody playing the edge pretty well. Greninja really dancing around that high percentage. Whoa, Zelda already down to 1 stock. Robin and Falco pretty low on 2 stocks. Greninja still with 3 stocks, now down to 2 stocks. Zelda is definitely in some trouble right now. One thing that I'm attempting to make sure that I do is to not have anybody going more than 1 time today. Some people are only going to be fighting in the tag team division. Some people are going to be fighting, well, and I say just, are going to be fighting in their weight division. It all depends on where the cookie crumbles today. Everybody down to 1 stock. Zelda in a lot of trouble right now. Zelda is out. Robin and Greninja down, with 1 stock at pretty low. Falco right smack in the middle. Getting into that danger zone, but not anywhere near it currently, I would say. And doing a pretty good job at holding the edge off against the other 2. Greninja seems to have been the leader this entire game. Let's see if he can hold out here at the end. Unfortunately, after this match, I'm going to get the next match going, and then I'm going to have to move out for a minute. Stomach is not exactly feeling 100% right now. Unfortunately, that is just something that happens. Not exactly what I had planned on ever divulging information to anybody on right now, but when I get back, I'll just go into it a little bit just so that people understand what's all going on. 115 to 111. Oh my gosh, let's see if Greninja can hold out the victory after being in the lead this entire time. Oh, and Greninja just barely losing out to Robin there. Robin with a huge victory. Oh, that would have really sucked. Zelda with a 0, Robin with a +2, Falco with a -1, Greninja with a -1. Now this is going to be very interesting. I'm going to go to a fatal, or a 3-way match, and we're going to do some heavyweight. And when I say heavyweight, I'm saying 3 of the toughest heavyweights currently in their division: Byleth, Banjo and Kazooie, and Mega Man. If I can find it. This match is going to be a barn burner, and I'm going to miss it. I apologize. I would say this is a pretty good stage to have these 3 on. Just three of the best heavyweights that we currently have right now, duking it out in one of the more interesting and abstract courses. Just to give them a little bit more flair in this match. Now, just to spend about 5 seconds explaining what's going on with my body / stomach at the moment. A couple years ago, was diagnosed with a couple different pretty heavy, pretty difficult stomach and all that kind of stuff, issues. Was in the hospital for a while. All that kind of fun stuff. So, whoa, Byleth with a +4, Mega Man with a -2, -2 for Banjo. Byleth really picking up a lot of points there. But yeah, anyways, yeah, just had some major stomach issues that I had to take care of, but mostly all good now. Can't really complain. Gotta use the restroom a little bit every once in a while. So, you know, now that we're done with that, we can move on to our next match. It is a tag team match. And we are going to be putting male and female Wii Fit trainers, two people who have definitely done pretty good in the tag team division, going up against Mario and Luigi, two people who shockingly, like genuinely shockingly, have not done too hot in the tag team division. Mario and Luigi just trying to redeem themselves in this match. Definitely not going to be pulling any punches. They know the stakes that they have going against them right now. Female and male Wii Fit trainers have been dancing around the top 5 for the last couple weeks in the tag team division. If they can get a win here, definitely will help out getting them higher than top 3, which is how far they have managed to go so far. Mario already stealing stock from Luigi, who Luigi was doing is continuing to do very good. Yeah, all 4 people holding their own pretty well. Mario, unfortunately, just taking some difficult stock. Difficult falls, I should say. They definitely need to get male and female Wii Fit trainers out like right now, because if they don't and they continue to take damage, and they had done very good. They had taken both of them out, but unfortunately Luigi had to sacrifice himself to get female Wii Fit trainer out. Mario definitely not doing very well against both male and female Wii Fit trainers. And that is it. Mario and Luigi being taken out by female and male Wii Fit trainers. Male Wii Fit trainer with a 2, female Wii Fit trainer with 0, Mario with -3, excuse me, holy cow, and Luigi with 1. Saving grace for their team currently, Luigi giving them at least something. This next match, it's going to be an interesting one. Not really sure how it's going to go. Hoping that it's a barn burner. If anybody has seen anything Pokemon related, you will understand, at least in that realm, how big of a match, grudge match, this is. to have Mewtwo going up against Pikachu for the first time in ENCW. Definitely not the first time, considering every other time that they have fought in their specific realms. Remember, ladies and gentlemen, we are 30 minutes into a 2-hour-long stream, or at least as long as it takes to get through every single person on this list. So, yeah, we're getting stuff done today. Both guys evenly matched through 1 stock apiece, with 2 stocks left. Both Pokemon are now down to 1 stock apiece. Definitely one of the most evenly matched fighters we've seen in any division, really. Not really shocking, the amount of chemistry these two have, getting up to those high percentages. And Mewtwo takes the win over Pikachu in that one, going up 1. Yep. And now, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to have another grudge match. It is Samus. It is, yes, you guessed it, it's Ridley. These two definitely have had a lot of chemistry. And now that I think about it, we're going to double check something, because I feel like I have had this match before. And I would hate to repeat a match. I know we have had Ridley and Dark Samus battle against Samus and Zero Suit Samus in the tag team division. But this is not a match that we have had yet. Which, the only reason I thought I may have had it is because it's it's a story that writes itself, considering the amount of history these two have. Of course, another good matchup would have been to pit Samus against Dark Samus, but that is a little too easy, considering they are Echo characters. But yeah, really taking it to Samus so far. Both of these guys really have a heavy arsenal. Every punch, every kick, every whatever that was, dealing a lot of damage. I do not see this match going very long. Both guys less than a minute in, already down a stock. Let's see. Oh no. Ridley not doing very good in those in the mini games. Definitely not what this match is gonna come down to, is mini games. Same move, working twice. Both men down to one stock, less than 2 minutes in. My prediction definitely coming to fruition. This match not exactly taking very long. Oh, that did not help. Samus really needs to get away from that corner if she wants any chance of winning this match. Ridley is one kick, one punch away from taking out Samus if he can hit it. Samus really taking it to oh, Samus just barely losing out there to Ridley. Definitely holding her own when it came down to it. Pretty impressed with the way she was able to hold her own there at the end with pretty high stock. Next up, we are going to have ourselves a different kind of match. Definitely not one that is traditional, I guess you could say. Where is he? There he is. We're gonna have Iggy versus Joker. Two people who, let's just say, have not done excellent in the middleweight division, but both guys, what am I saying? Let's just say that I'm an idiot, and I just called Iggy the 45-day reigning middleweight division, somebody who is not doing very stellar, going up against Joker. Let's just address the obvious. I'm an idiot, and now we'll address the match. Let's see if Joker, somebody who has not done very well in this division, can let's see what he can do up against somebody that is a reigning champion in Iggy. If Joker can scratch out a win here, definitely warrants him getting some sort of a number one contendership, no matter his overall record. Um, Opportunity in the future, he would have to earn that number one contendership, potentially going up against whoever is the number one contender for the number one contendership, somebody who has defeated the champion versus somebody who earned the spot through an overall score. Both guys definitely taking shots at each other. It's a pretty heavyweight style match. Definitely a lot faster than a heavyweight match in terms of attacks and other such things. Yes, heavy hits, but also these two are definitely incredibly fast versus other heavyweight matches where they are definitely tougher, just not as quick. And both guys going blow for blow here. Iggy, if he would have thrown him the other way, would have potentially got himself a plus in the plus or minus record. Joker could potentially and has taken out Iggy, the reigning middleweight champion. Does not seem too far-fetched that Joker will be losing a stock in just a couple seconds if Iggy can, in fact, hit him with something big. Hasn't hit him with anything after losing that first stock. Joker really taking it to Iggy right now in this matchup. Man, both guys just kind of jumping around at this point. Joker finally getting some percentage, 60.1% taken to Iggy after that first stock loss, and took him 60% of his second stock to finally get Joker out down to his second stock. There's a lot of reversals and deking happening right now. Both guys very smart, definitely not taking any punches, any unnecessary punches. Very smart, these two. Iggy at over 100%, Joker at 59-60%. This is definitely a very strategic style match versus just two people hitting each other really hard. Both guys really trying to choose their spots where they're gonna pull punches, where they're gonna volley, deke, and where they're actually gonna hit the guy. Doesn't mean that this match, in any stretch of the word, is boring. These two are definitely putting on a very heavily contended match right now. Both guys getting real high on their second stock. I apologize for the screen right now not looking too hot. Just trying my best to that looks terrible. Yeah, that looks really bad. Dang it. Oh. This match is most definitely going to be going to overtime. Oh, just kidding, because Iggy had a higher stock. Just kidding. I am not paying attention at all. Man, Joker really putting on a really good match against Iggy there. It's pretty bad. It's too bad that that Iggy couldn't, or that Joker couldn't have pulled out at least sudden death. Sudden death point there. Unfortunately, wasn't able to get there in time. But next time. Joker with shocking performance there. I was hoping that he'd be able to get something done, but not to the extent of what we just saw. That was pretty good. We are going to take a gander at what we got here. We're going to stick to 3 stocks for now, just because it's a little easier to figure out and maneuver. Now, we are in the 47th minute. We're going to get to another tag team match. And this is going to be a little interesting. Oh, where'd he go? I can't find him. Well, that's embarrassing. Oh, I found him. We're doing Pitt and Palutena versus Link. And do we do Young Link or Toon Link? I think we're gonna go with Young Link. Let's get this match started. Now this is a 2 middleweights versus 2 lightweights. Link and Palutena being the middleweights, Young Link and Pitt as the heavyweights. Heck yeah, heavyweights. As the lightweights. Now, looking over the potential matches that we could have. 2 people that just caught my eye were Wario and King Dedede. Man, bringing back them memories of the 3 to 0 full stock clean sweep that Dedede had on Wario a couple weeks ago. Just an insane match that I was definitely not expecting that kind of match to happen. Yeah, we'll definitely not be seeing those 2 fighting again, considering how that match turned out for a little while. Could potentially revisit it again in the future to give Wario a second chance, but for now, we're sticking to a more balanced affair. Palutena and Younglink in quite a bit of trouble right now. Younglink especially, considering he only has one stock. Everybody down to one stock, but Younglink has now been eliminated. Let's see how well Link is able to fare against two people that are pretty familiar with each other. Link definitely needs to get Pit out as quickly as possible. And oh, Link definitely just got saved by the the arena here. Missed the edge, but was close enough to the ground that when he fell, he was not eliminated. Let's see if that is the saving grace for this match. Link definitely pulling it out for the Link team. Pit with 0, Palutena with a -1, Younglink with a -2, and Link with 3. Our next match is an interesting one. It is a 4-way. It is in the heavyweight division. We have first Piranha Plant. Next, Wario. Oh, crap. No. Yes, I would like to quit this match. Sorry. Definitely would have been interesting to see how that match would have turned out. But that is not the planned match for today. Not sure if you can see the connection between these four. All definitely not anybody on Mario's good side. Second time we've seen, at least the second time we've seen this arena here. Not a bad thing. This arena's pretty cool. Really sorry for the quality of the screen. Not exactly the greatest for today, but definitely trying my best to hold together until I can start building up something. Oh man. It's crazy because I'm looking at the quality of it on the computer. It looks terrible, but I see the quality of it on my phone. It's fantastic. So I don't know what that is, but I guess we're just gonna have to live with it for now, unfortunately. We had 3 people dancing around, a pretty high percentage on their third stock. One of them has been taken down to 2 stocks. 2 of them have now been taken down to 2 stocks. Let's see if Piranha Plant will be following suit, and saved himself there. Roy took himself out. Piranha Plant finally down to 2 stocks. Roy at 1 stock, Morton, Wario, and Piranha Plant all at 2 stocks. Roy taking himself out for a second time. Unfortunately, Roy has been defeated by himself. So, man, quality on this is just really bad. And I am frustrated. Highly doubt that's going to help at all, but we shall see. Oreo really trying to hold out here, but Martin down to 1 stock as well as Wario. Wario had a pretty high percentage though with that 1 stock. Let's see what they can do against Piranha Plant right now. If they can, the two of them can take out Piranha Plant, Morton at the very least will have at least some sort of a shot to win this. Wario took himself out. Piranha Plant took himself out for a stock. We are now down a stock apiece. Morton trying to get Piranha Plant up in percentage. Morton already at a semi-decent. Nutcrusher's here. Hello, Nutcrusher. Can you hear me, Nutcrusher? And are the visuals as bad as my computer is saying they are? Please let me know as soon as you can in the chat. Piranha Plant in a lot of trouble right now and got himself back to the corner, or to the edge, I mean. Whoa! That was a big hit. And Piranha Plant just barely etching out a win over Morton. Wario with 0. Roy with a -3. Morton with a +1. And Piranha Plant with 2. Everybody getting credited with something. Very interesting considering Roy took himself out several times. You can give me 1 second. Okay. Now, this next match, I wouldn't necessarily call it a grudge match, but it is a match that has been brewing for a little while. We got Ness. We got Lucas. Sorry, just having a little bit of a brain fart here. Up against them is the team of, if I can find them. Oh, I was looking at the wrong side. Marth and Marth, apparently. Marth and Lucina versus Ness and Lucas, something that has actually been brewing for quite a bit of time. Both teams are in 5th and 6th place. Ness and Lucas in 5th place in the top 10 for the tag team division with 8 points. Marth and Lucina in 6th place with 6 points. Both teams desperately need a win. Both teams cannot afford a loss. That's why they're fighting right now. Big stakes, high reward. For one team, high stakes, not as big a reward. We are officially into hour 2. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to a 2-hour long stream of United Through Wrestling. Because we missed last week, we are doing it right now. I am stretching. Oh, goodness gracious. Ness is not doing very doing very well right now. We're in the second hour of our stream, officially halfway done. This is the 11th match. This will officially be in hour 2. Hour 2 technically, officially, will be today's stream for 6/11. Goodbye, Marth. So if you are joining us for the first time currently, welcome to United Through Wrestling, Ethernet Community Wrestling, presenting UTW every Thursday except last Thursday. Ness is eliminated. Lucas taken down a stock so that Ness can most definitely and most probably waste that precious life. Like I said, this is the very first match, officially for 6/11/20. All of the other matches that happened between 6 and 7 were for the 4th of June, technically. Everybody at one stock except for Marth, who has been eliminated already. Lucina, the highest percent of everybody currently in the match, all by herself. Ness now technically above her at 73.4%. Lucina definitely holding her own against both people. Ness, surprising me, honestly, is actually surprising me that he has not screwed this up already. Ness has definitely not in the tag team division been the better of the two between Ness and Lucas, despite both of them being tied with points going in today. Both men surviving out right here. Blah, 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 blah. Ness with 0. Lucas with 2. Lucina with a -3. And Marth saving their butts with a +1. I can't speak. I apologize. Moving on. Who's ready for the most intense, the most hard-hitting, the Captain versus the Trucker? We have Captain Falcon versus the Trucker himself, Terry Fury. This promises to be the Battle of the Pecs. The Apex, as some could say. This match is exciting. I'm excited. Are you excited? Of course you are, because Trucker Boy going up against Super, Ultra, Mega, Captain Man. Kind of reminds me of, oh shoot, what was the name of Gohan's alter ego in Dragon Ball Z. Alter ego, not ultra ego. The Great Saiyaman. That's who I was thinking of. The Great Saiyaman himself, Captain Falcon. Oh, swift kick, falcon kick. That was intense. Oh, Terry with the overcut. He did the Superman punch from Roman Reigns in WWE. Jump up, punch down. You could say this match was on fire. Oh, both men down, 2-1 stock. Captain Falcon almost screwed himself there. Now, one thing that I did promise today was to give you guys the name of the Terry the Trucker taking out the Captain, Mr. Falcon. Okay. Look at that hair. That luscious hair. As I was saying before Terry so rudely interrupted, I promised that I would give you guys a name for the June pay-per-view. So, during the next match, I'm gonna give it to you. Cliffhanger. We got a triple threat coming up. We got Daisy. No, we don't. It's Daisy. We got Lucario. And the controversial, the ball man himself, Pac-Man. Oh, Pac-Man, not exactly, off to a great start here. It's definitely an interesting match, in the middleweight division. None of these guys have gotten into the top 10 yet. And that's a little surprising, knowing at least two of them, Pac-Man and Lucario. Correction. Lucario was in the top 10 for 3 weeks in a row. Was etched out on the 28th and the 31st. And now, with a win here, could potentially put himself back in that top 10. Looking pretty good right now. Pac-Man is definitely not. Pac-Man really needs to start eliminating some people. Nut Crusher was here, and then she disappeared. So, unless I'm just actually not able to be heard, which would be unfortunate. Whoa! Pac-Man, the first man out after not a great performance. To be completely honest, Lucario doing very well. Daisy also doing very well right now. Both people with 2 stocks apiece. Daisy could potentially be going down to 1 stock very soon. And there she is. This has definitely been a slow match. Not exactly the best showing out of these 3, especially Pac-Man. Not exactly anything that Daisy and Lucario could have done, considering Pac-Man's performance here. But hoping for a better last minute here. Daisy trying to get down, get Lucario down to 1 stock before sudden death. Lucario either needs to eliminate Daisy or not lose a stock. And if he does lose a stock, he needs to eliminate Daisy. 20 seconds left. Both fighters really keeping it tense here. Lucario taking it to Daisy, really wants that win. Does not want to give Daisy any points. Daisy not successful. Lucario taking the win on this one. Oh, crap. Well. Well, I'm gonna figure that out. Oops. I'm just gonna have to review it again later. Anyways, after that little oopsie, let's make it interesting, shall we? The Big Ape Man, Donkey Kong. The little lady, who is not exactly little, and definitely more than a lady. Going head to head here in the 4th match on officially 6/11. Donkey Kong has definitely been a presence in both the singles and tag team division. Is 1/2 or 1/3 of the tag team champions currently. highest points in any division with 20 is plus or minus, or overall record, I should say. Bayonetta, who has been if I believe I am correct, has been in the top 10. I am not correct. Dang it. I'm just gonna eat my words now. I'm here. The TV looks good. I can hear you, but the TV keeps going out of focus. Yeah. And I keep losing connection, so I can't tell what you're saying. But that's on my end, not yours. Yeah, the TV... I am never going to have good luck with the TV until I get a capture card. And then once I get the capture card, stuff's going to go to shit with that as well. I mean, go to crap with that as well. So, until then, unfortunately, gonna have to deal with this stuff. Bayonetta going down to 1 stock. Donkey Kong currently with 2 stocks. Whoa. Yeah, I see that. What the heck? Yeah, my computer is also continuing to wig out, which is great. Hopefully... Ugh. Whoa! Donkey Kong taking the big victory over Bayonetta there. With a 2, Bayonetta with a -2. We are winding down here, folks. We're getting to the end. We're getting through this. Just double checking my notes to see if we have any other tag teams. We do. Interesting. Alrighty, folks. We're going back to the tag team division. What is this? Shuffle. Ooh, that's fun. Okay. Excuse me. We have a Ryu, and a Ken. We have... Whoa, where'd they go? There you go. Roy and Crom. Hello. Let's get it on. Why do you keep going out of focus? I am sick of you. Stupid, stinky phone. Thank you to everyone who is sticking around, going crazy with me in this 2-hour-long, technically 2-night event covering 6'4", and today 6'11". And as I promised earlier, everybody in every division is fighting here today. We have 3, 6, 7, 8, 9 people left in the heavyweight division, 7 in the middleweight division, and 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16 left in the lightweight division. Holy cow. That's a lot. And double checking to see if we have any lightweights that have tag team partners. That is a negatory. There's a lot of pachewing going on. Oh. That wasn't good. What in the world? Computer, hello? Or phone, I mean. What is going on? We're gonna keep an eye on that, because that's annoying. Chrome has been defeated. Ryu has been defeated. 2 heavyweights. Both heavyweights defeated first. That's interesting. And Ken pulling out the victory for Ryu and Ken. Ryu with a 3, Ken with a -2. Dang. Roy with 0, Chrome with a -1. What the heck? Stop. Stop it. Stop. No. Cut it out. This is getting really annoying. How about that? Huh? How about that? Got a problem with that? No? Good. Jeez. We are now going down to the lightweight division because there are a lot of them left to fight. We have Mr. Game & Watch. And we also have Ice Climbers. Now, the reason these two are fighting is because they both have 8 points apiece. They are tied currently for second place, trying to get up in those rankings. They are up in the rankings, trying to get higher in the rankings. Ice Climbers could not handle the play on the edge there. Mr. Game & Watch doing very well to battle against 2 people. Whoa! Huge combination from the Ice Climbers. Mr. Game & Watch trying to answer back here. Finally, Mr. Game & Watch goes down a stock. Mr. Game & Watch has really been doing very well in the lightweight division. Was a former champion. Unfortunately lost. Whoops. Unfortunately lost his lightweight championship to Larry after a total reign of 35 days. Very respectable. Inaugural champion, longest reigning champion in the lightweight division so far. Larry currently sitting at right around 11 or 12 days. And while this match is closing out, I can kind of go back through and review who the champions are. We have Donkey Kong, Diddy Kong, and Banjo and Kazooie, holders of the tag team championships. Inaugural champions at Key to Victory. The lightweight champion currently, Larry, winning at Key to Victory. Iggy and King K. Rool have both been champions since Warzone. Right around 45 or 46 days reigns, the two of them. Definitely going to be interesting to see who loses their championship first, because whoever holds onto it longer would end up becoming the longest reigning champion so far in any division. Mr. Game & Watch taking a huge hit after losing his championship. Not a very good showing there. -2 points to Game & Watch. +2 to the Ice Climbers. Climbers climbing up the ranks, haha, in their division. That was terrible. I am so sorry. Trying to use my mouse to move the switch around. I'm an idiot. Okay, so speaking of Larry, we have Larry. There's also a Yoshi. Oh, did not want to do that. Crap. And finally, we have... I was going to do Duck Hunt, but he is right there. We're going to do Villager. Larry definitely needs a win here to cement the fact that he is at the top of the lightweight division as their champion in the lightweight division. I'm dying. Woo! As the head of the division, as the champion, Larry definitely needs to cement that by beating Villager and Yoshi. Yoshi currently ranked at number 7, Villager not ranked yet. Yoshi has been in the top 10 now for a while. Every single week so far, Yoshi has been in the top 10, just double checking the facts. Villager has not yet hit the top 10. Could potentially get up there if he was able to get some pretty decent plus or minus records here, or to get a sudden death loss or victory. Excuse me. Just low-key dying over here. Don't mind me. Larry, doing what Larry does. Makes me angry, and is currently in the lead. Yoshi with the dunk on Larry, and then the up kick, jump kick, whatever you want to call it. Wait a second. Dang it. I had crap, where's the dashboard on YouTube? YouTube Studio. That's not what I wanted. There it is. Okay. We're gonna edit live edit here. Our key to victory match. I cannot flippin' believe I had made a really pretty dang cool graphic for it and forgot to put it on there. Now it's up there. No, it's not. Dang it. We're having fun here. Just some low-key fun, I guess. Yes, it is. What the heck? Ah. What is happening? No. Anyways. All three of these competitors doing very well, and I am totally not being distracted by something else while this match is going on. Larry finally down to one stock. Oh, interesting. We're going to sudden death with all three of these guys. This is going to be very interesting. Let's see who's etching out a victory here. Larry and Yoshi taken out almost simultaneously. Villager picking up the much needed win. Larry with a big 0. Yoshi with a big 1. Villager with a -1. Very, very interesting. Everybody picking up a lot of points there. We are going to move over to the heavyweight division because we have not been there in a while. We are going to put Dark Samus, not regular Samus, Dark Samus, up against somebody who has been a thorn in his side, I guess, for a little while in Dr. Mario. Both guys have been in and out of the top 10 for a little while now. Definitely both men really needing a win here, obviously, but also just need a victory over each other. Whoever doesn't get the victory here could potentially be in some trouble. Whoever does get the victory here could potentially be etching in the top 10, or top 5 in the heavyweight division. Let's see how these two do. Dr. Mario is currently taking Dark Samus to school. I'm a little shocked, not gonna lie. That's why I'm not exactly speaking a whole lot, because just a little confused by the turn of events here. Dr. Mario finally going down a stock after taking Dark Samus all the way to the limit. Too bad Dr. Mario couldn't have etched out that 3-0 perfect match there with the 0% on his second stock. And now moving over to the middleweight division, we have Wolf. If I can find him, there he is, going up against the hero himself, Hero. Now, Wolf and Hero, the reason I put these two together is because both of them are in the top 10 right now in the middleweight division. Hero actually in the number 2 spot with 9 points. Wolf with 4 points is tied for 8th place with Mario. Well, technically, tied in 8th place. The reason I'm trying to put some of these higher ranked competitors against each other is because it's really starting to doing that is really starting to shape the top 10 for each division while making it fair. Kind of going back to that Joker match from earlier when he went up against Iggy. Not exactly a fair match, but Joker really proved himself there to be a contender, going up against the champion and really holding his own. Hero with a pretty high stock percentage could potentially be doing the exact same thing that Dr. Mario just did to Dark Samus. Let's see if Wolf can hold his own. Both men at 10% with Wolf with 1 stock, Hero with 2 stocks. Hero taking out Wolf. It's almost exactly like the last match. A 2 to -2 record for that one. Pretty interesting to have 2 matches back to back that were pretty almost identical in the way that it that panned out. Oh. We now have a pretty interesting lineup for this one. I decided to go a little bit more on the random side for this next one. Just getting new faces going up against new people, getting another phone call, gonna try to ignore it. And our last man in this match, Toon Link, where is he? There he is. Let's get this match underway. Now, the men in this match, the fighters in this match. Jigglypuff is in the top 10. He is number 10. Well, he's technically tied for 7th with Yoshi, Isabelle, and Ness with 4 points apiece. Inkling is in 4th place with 7. And Sonic, Dark Pit, and Toon Link not yet ranked. This match is definitely a more interesting one, definitely a more randomized one, but one that I figured would definitely promise to be a pretty good match. Sonic is already down to 1 stock. Toon Link, Inkling, and Jigglypuff down to 2 stocks. Dark Pit, stocks. Dark Pit with 1, or with 3, I mean. Jigglypuff having nothing to do with the edge battle going on right now. Oh, Sonic has been defeated by the arena. Unfortunately for Sonic, being one of those people that desperately needed points, he had 2 points coming into this match. Not going to have those 2 points anymore. Desperately needed them. Unfortunately, isn't going to get them. The four men currently, or four fighters currently in this match, are people who definitely have a pretty stellar record going into this match. Like I said, two of them are ranked, two of them are not yet ranked. If Toon Link or Dark Pit were to get a victory here, that would mean big things for them in the top 10 ranking. Jigglypuff has been eliminated. Jigglypuff in that 10th spot, technically tied for 7th place. Unfortunately, could potentially be getting knocked out of that top 10 in the lightweight division. We have just over a minute left. Toon Link has been eliminated. Oh, Dark Pit getting taken out by the crazy lady with the eyeballs. About 45 seconds left. Let's see if these two can hold out until sudden death. That would definitely be lucrative for both of these guys. Inkling in the number 4 spot. Dark Pit currently with a -4. If Dark Pit can win or can make it to sudden death, definitely is going to be putting himself higher up. Potentially even, oh no, potentially even winning. Dark Pit with the win. Indeed, the last man standing. Sonic with a -2. Dark Pit with 4. Dark Pit is now going to be scratching the surface with something above 0, above 500. Toon Link with a pretty good showing with 2 points. Everybody else with a -2. Now this next match, I've been holding out on because I wanted to wait until we were getting close to the end. We got about 10 minutes left, a couple more matches left. Want to get to this one. We will be going over today to make sure that we get through all of these matches. We got Ganondorf versus somebody that, let's just say, has been going back and forth with them. Incineroar and Ganondorf currently tied with 12 points apiece in second and third place in the heavyweight division. This match does not promise to be, it demands to be one of the matches of the night here. Let's see how these two pan out. Oh, Ganondorf could not reach the edge in time, but puts a heavy heel kick to Incineroar. Incineroar taking himself out to take Ganondorf down to 1 stock. Definitely a very interesting and pretty dangerous move considering what just happened. Ganondorf shocking the crap out of Incineroar right off the edge. About a minute and a half in so far, already down to 1 stock apiece. This match has been crazy fast. the music has been crazy loud. um, we are getting, oh goodness gracious, about a minute and 15, or no, I don't know how to math, never mind. Minute and 35 seconds in, already have a winner. Ganondorf, holy cow, that was fast. Luckily for Incineroar, only going down one stock. But like I said, that was insane. That was quick. Going to triple threat. Just double checking to make sure that I don't have anybody that could potentially tag together. And I believe we are completely out of tag team people. But what I am going to do for the next match is take the people, or 3 of the people I should say, who are in a tag team in the lightweight division. All 3 of these people, Sheik, Fox, and Diddy Kong, all 3 of them have have partners in the tag team division who are not in the lightweight division. Donkey Kong, or Diddy Kong having Donkey Kong and Banjo and Kazooie in the heavyweight divisions. Sheik having Zelda in the middleweight division. Fox having Falco also in the middleweight division. Got about 6 minutes left. We have just a few more matches. I did miss out one person. Zero Suit Samus I accidentally forgot to put in here. Has Samus as a heavyweight partner. Zero Suit Samus gonna have to be added to the Little Mac Duck Hunt matchup. We are going to have, the next match is going to be a Fatal 5-Way versus the last 5 people left over in the middleweight division. That is Shulk, Wendy, Ludwig, Cloud, and Corrin. After that, we're going to go back to, go to the heavyweight division, where we're going to be seeing King K. Rool, who is, King DDD, who was the former champion, going up against Ike and Snake. And then going back to the lightweight division for the 3-way match between Zero Suit Samus, Little Mac, and Duck Hunt. I'm going to save the main event, or announce the main event when it comes up. Anybody following along, which I don't know why you would want to, following along with this, will know already who the main event will be for tonight. Definitely an interesting one. Obviously, the reasoning for having these two go on last will be more obvious when we get there. Sheik and Fox currently at 1 stock apiece. Diddy Kong, pretty high percent, but has 2 stocks. Oh, Diddy Kong taken out by Birdo, I believe. I think, if I'm wrong, I'm gonna look like an idiot. Anyways, Diddy Kong taken out by the stage again. That is definitely Birdo. Fox, with 72% 1 stock. Sheik, about 100% with 1 stock. Diddy Kong, 15% with 1 stock. Everybody with 1 stock. Diddy Kong currently doing, faring better. Fox has officially been eliminated. Sheik's really trying to get Donkey Kong eliminated. Got about 30 seconds left. I do not see this match going to sudden death. And unless Diddy Kong royally screws up, I do not see a victory for Sheik happening. But my first prediction could potentially... Oh my goodness. As soon as I said something. Good job, Diddy Kong. 7 seconds left. It's potentially the closest we've gotten to sudden death without going to sudden death. So far, -2 for Fox, Sheik, and Diddy Kong with 1 apiece. Like I said, we've got 5 people left in the middleweight division. We're putting all 5 of them up against each other. Fatal 5-way. Starting off with Corin and Cloud. And then both Ludwig and Wendy. And finally, we have Shulk. That row getting represented pretty well right now with these 5. This is a good stage to put 5 people on. It's not too big, not too small. Gives everybody enough room to move around without feeling too claustrophobic. Bleh. Shulk taking himself out. Ludwig going down a stock. Credited to Wendy. No love lost between the Bowser Jr.'s. Ludwig going down to 1 stock. We have Ludwig with 1 stock. We have Shulk with 2 stocks and in trouble. Cloud with 2 stocks. Corin and Wendy currently with 3. Corin took himself out. Shulk. I don't know what the heck is happening right now. Everybody's taking themselves out. Definitely a difficult stage, I guess, to stay on the stage. And Ludwig taking himself out again. Wendy credited for that all. Whoa. Shulk with a heavy hit there. Wendy finally taking a fall. Shulk has been eliminated. We're down to 3 people. All three with 2 stocks, varying percentages. Oh, and Corin takes himself out for a stock, missing the edge. Cloud taken out by Corin. Wendy with a pretty high percentage, but still with 2 stocks, Corin and Cloud, 1 stock apiece. Whoa. The stage getting completely destroyed at this point. 2 minutes have passed. 3 minutes have passed, 2 remaining. Not really sure if Wendy took herself out there. Oh, Cloud taking himself out. This match not faring very well for anybody. And Wendy eliminating herself. Corin credited for the fall. This is going to be interesting. Let's start with Shulk with a -2. Wendy with a +1. Ludwig, -2. Corin, +3. And Cloud with a big old 0. That was that was not a good match. Usually we don't enjoy seeing that many people take themselves out, but alas, we are down to our final 3 matches here today. We have King DDD, the D-Man himself. We got Big Ike, and we have the Kaboom Kid, Snake. The weather here has been bad. Big old nasty. If you are still live, I would love to hear a shout out, say anything, whatever you want. How was today? I know it's been a long day. It's been over 2 hours now. Bleeding into 8 o'clock. It's crazy. Just trying to fulfill the promise that I made to everybody, which was every single person would be fighting in at least one division. We have 5 people left. 3 in the lightweight, 2 in the heavyweight. We got a semi and semi-main event. This could potentially be a co-main event, but billed as just a match. A lot just happened. Ike and DDD both down to 1 stock. Snake currently with 2 stocks and a pretty high percent. Any hit could take him out. And there you go. Everybody down to 1 stock now. Everybody's on fire and everybody's blown up. DDD in a little bit of trouble with a pretty high percent. Ike currently with a respectable percent. Snake with the lowest of the 3 of them. It is currently raining and very windy outside right now. I hope none of the windows are open on the car. Snake has gotten lucky. I am not really sure what just happened, but Snake was granted a freebie, I guess. Ow. Oh, and King DDD, the former champion, the former #1 contender, has now been eliminated. Let's see. Snake with the upper kick, the high kick. I just etched him off my list. JK, winner. That was fast. Not gonna lie, that was fast. Ike with 2, DDD with a -1, Snake also with a -1. And, ladies and gentlemen, our second to last match, the 10 ultimate match here tonight. Another triple threat, but this one is in the lightweight division. We have, where'd she go? There she is. Zero Suit Samus. We have the heavy hitter, Little Mac, and we have Lay Wacky Puppy, L Wacky Puppy, Duck Hunt. I am very excited because after this match, I will be announcing not only our main event of the evening, but also the name and theme of June's pay-per-view happening on the 28th of June, right after this match, before the next match, before the main event. We will get the announcement of the main event, and then we will get the announcement, the potentially even bigger announcement of what the June pay-per-view will be. And it is a doozy. Duck Hunt currently with 2 stock. Everybody's at 2 stock currently. Zero Suit Samus and Duck Hunt doing very well to keep the percentage low. Little Mac etching higher and higher on that percent. Unfortunately, right in between Zero Suit Samus and Duck Hunt trying to hit each other. Got 2 minutes left. Or sorry, 3 minutes. Jeez. I don't know how to compute time apparently. Got a little under 3 minutes left. 2 minutes gone. Little Mac and Zero Suit Samus at 1 stock. Duck Hunt has not yet been down a stock versus everybody else. I had a way of saying that in my head, and then I lost it, so I just instead sounded like a big dummy. That bunny really trying to steal somebody. Oh, who does he got? Had Little Mac. Does not have Little Mac anymore. Looking for Duck Hunt. Missed Duck Hunt. Let's see who he can get this time. Nobody. Really trying his best to get somebody. Is that a bunny, or is that supposed to be a Bowser Jr.? Maybe both. Oh, Duck Hunt taking himself out. May have been deked by Little Mac. Everybody at 1 stock now. This match has been very back and forth. Zero Suit Samus just getting decked right off the conveyor belt thingy. My bobber doodad, jiggy mahoo. Oh, I did not. I did not expect that hit to be the one that would finish this match. And ladies, gentlemen, the young and old, the two people that watch this on YouTube and Twitch, and for the one person that watches it live but can't because it's raining and storming outside, it is now time for the main event of the evening. Representing the heavyweight division, representing the #1 contendership, Rob. And he is the reigning, defending heavyweight champion. He is King K. Rool. This is the main event. This is going to be big. This match scheduled for 3 stock is not for the heavyweight division title, but in fact is just for I had words and then I didn't have words. So we're just going to pretend like I never had words and never said anything. This is huge. Not going to lie, this is gigantic. Also, Rob is wiping the floor with King K. Rool right now in this first stock matchup. King K. Rool finally getting some sort of offense in. If Rob can get a victory here, and at some point between now and June 28th is not in the #1 contender spot, he would have the right to fight the #1 contender for the #1 contendership spot the Thursday before the 28th. But if King K. Rool can defeat Rob here, it would cement him as one of the most dominant champions, and not only champions, one of the most dominant fighters in any division here in ENCW. Rob taking down King K. Rool for that first stock. Both men tied up 2 stocks apiece. Very evenly matched in the percents as well. Rob going down to 1 stock. King K. Rool, very high percent at 2 stocks. Rob desperately needs to get King K. Rool out without taking or sustaining any huge amounts of damage here. Like that. Oh, just missing the up special. Rob is definitely in trouble here. Needs to get King K. Rool down to 1 stock right now. And oh my gosh, that was very close. Both guys playing the edge very well. Rob unfortunately is getting higher and higher in that percents. And your winner in the main event here tonight, King K. Rool, with not exactly the most dominant performance, but a performance nonetheless against Rob. Both men doing very well. And now, ladies and gentlemen, the time has come for me to announce what the June pay-per-view is, and its name is Authority Asylum. Basically what that means is whatever match I choose to put each match into, whether it be 3 stocks, 100 HP, 3 stock, 1 stock, time limit draw, whatever I want to build as a match, I'm going to do it. It's going to be crazy. It's going to be unpredictable. The matches are going to be picked as any match for any pay-per-view is going to be number 1 contender going up against the champions. And it promises to be a big one. I am so thankful to anybody that has watched for over 2 hours and 15 minutes of this crap. I'm gone crazy. It's rainy and dark outside. I'm tired. I have to go to the bathroom again. I'm hungry. I'm ready for bed. Thank you so much for watching. I have been Andrew Smith, the host, the creator of Ethernet Community Wrestling. Thank you again for watching. 2 hours, over 2 hours, for June 4th. What a card. What a bunch of matches for June 11th. Today, King K. Rool versus Rob in the main event did not disappoint. Thank you so much for watching. Good night.